Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Crafty Monday. How did everyone's weekend go? What did you get up to this weekend? Well, I had a busy weekend, and I'm quite sure you all did too, or maybe a little bit of relaxation in there as well. Well, thank you to everyone that's been asking me this week. Teresa, how did you make that beautiful rose card? And using the Sweet Silhouette Sentimental, stamp set from one of the foil sets or one of the foil bundles. And so this one you can't actually foil, but you can if you do it similar to what I'm doing. This comes with the little words, and it's so gorgeous, and I just love it, and such a great one for weddings or anniversaries or anything like that. So if you come on, say hello, tell me where you're from. If it's the first time you've been on here, my name's Teresa Brown. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator going into my 20th year next month. I'm excited about that. So we're going to be using the Stampin' Positioner as well today. So if you've got one of them, tell me that you've got one and drop it in the comments. Do you love it? I love mine. I call it my pair of hands because my right hand doesn't work properly. So it's really lovely because it just works everything out for me, which is really great. So it's been a busy morning. I've been up, hi Tanya, been up early this morning getting things done. So yeah, so we're going to make this beautiful rose card, and we're going to toll it up a little bit and add some foil to it, but differently to the hot foil machine. Okay, so let's come down to the workbench and get started, because half an hour goes too fast for me. Okay, so I hope you all can see this. So when you get your Stampin' Positioner, if you haven't used it before or you haven't got one, it's got a little V up here between the 12 and the 8 where you can slide your cardstock into. This is a really good little guide, because if your paper seems to move, you'll be able to put it back into this little V up here, okay? Which is fantastic because you don't want your paper moving on you. But if it happens to move, you can line it straight back up. Even if you stamp it out once and it doesn't work properly, like you forgot to ink a little bit or the ink hasn't taken properly, you can come back and redo it exactly in the same spot. And that's what I love about this Stampin' Up Positioner. It is fantastic. Perfect. Okay, so I'm coming in with my black ink. Now, I was going to try the new black ink today, and I've had a bit of a play with it, and I'm not sure if it's my best friend. It didn't work too well, so I think I'm going to put a message to Stampin' Up about that one. Okay, so pop it where you want it in here, and then you can actually, I've moved it down a little bit because I'm thinking of putting a word on here. So the good thing about this too is that once you press down and you release, you get that beautiful image. Now, if you say, oh, not happy with that, you can come re-ink it again and redo it again. Okay, so when I went away for lunch, I had been playing around. I had trouble getting that new ink off. So I actually set it on my sponge like this. And look at that beautiful image that I have on my sponge. So it actually sort of drew up all the ink that was on there. And I was quite surprised that how much ink was on the stamp, but not actually going onto the paper. So I'm going to find out a little bit more about that ink before I demonstrate that. Okay, so just clean that off. Oh, before I'm just going to do the little one because I'm going to toll it up. So I'm going to do a little one here as well. So I'm going to place this roughly about where I want that. So I'm sort of thinking there, okay, I can redo that one. Or you can stamp out the little one on a block. It depends which way you want to go. But I'm going to go on here like this. So I'm going to put this on here. Did you know you can get more magnets? I got more magnets. Oh my God, I love it. Love the more magnets. Now, place this down on your paper where you want it. That easy, okay. Okay, that should hold it when we go down and pick it up. Now I'm going to take this one off. And I'm actually going to put this in my cleaning pad, so it might draw some more of that black ink out while I'm doing this. So we're going to come down with the positioner. So your two little holes here go into the little points, and the two little ones here are on springs. Okay, so come down, pick it up. Now, like I said, if it gets stuck to your card, don't worry about that, because guess what? We lined it up in that V. So I'm going to line it back up in that V, which is fantastic. And I'm going to use the black ink again. Oh, no, we're not. I just did that really wrong. We need this one. I don't know what I was thinking. That's the colouring one. We're not colouring at the moment. Okay, don't do that. Okay, take that one off because that one is the colouring one. We don't want that one. We want this one to start off with because we want the outline again. So we're going to move our little images because we just want the flower. Okay, and you can sort of see that's going to sit in there quite well. And I'm going to bring this back around, turn it around. Okay, come down. Okay, now we need to just ink up the flower. Isn't it nice when you just do something and you think, oh, that's not what I meant to do? It's okay. It's been a week since I made that card. We just want the flower part, so it doesn't matter if we don't get all of it. But the one thing I love about this, it doesn't matter how big the card is, you can have it any size, it's going to look amazing, absolutely amazing. So it's one of those stamps that I think I'll be using over and over and over again because it's just absolutely amazing. Okay. The only thing is it hasn't got to die, so you will have to fussy cut, but it's not hard to fussy cut that big flower. Okay, move that out of our way. I'm going to use the block for this. Now, some people, when they're using the block, they like to use the sponge, this underneath it, to give it a little bit of padding, okay? You can buy these padded ones in our catalogue, and they are fantastic. So we're going to come in with the colour now. Now, you need to sort of look at how this is going to go onto your project. So find the bit that is eye-catching to you. That's what I can say. Find the bit that's eye-catching to you, and I turn it around quite a few times and say, which bit where is that eye-catching bit? I find that this little point here is this little point here. Okay, so like this. And I find that is probably the best eye-catching bit. Okay, so I think that's pretty good there. I'm just going to go into that one. Okay. So when you're actually pushing this down, you'll get a little bit of white on it as well. So we're going to use two colours today. So I'm going to come in with the barley brush. I hope I said that right. I'm going to come in with that one. It's very light, this one, but it's very elegant, I reckon. So we're going to come in with this one. And you look like you're missing parts, but you're not. Okay, because that's the way it goes. Let me show you. When you colour it, it colours it very lightly. So if you want it darker, you need to do it twice. Let's do it again, just so you can sort of see. Okay, let's come in here. And we're just going to line that up again. Just make sure I've got it lined up into where I had it. And come down second time. Hold it for a few minutes. Having a little bit of sponge to sponge in gives it a little bit of padding, okay, which is really pretty. So you can sort of see that's really pretty. Now, we really didn't need to do that one, but I do like to do the underneath one, okay? I do really like the underneath one to be done like that. So some people don't, but I do. I like to make sure that it's, you know, if you can see it at all, or if you're doing a little bit off center, that you can actually make sure that it's covered properly. Okay, so we come down with that second lot. That is absolutely just beautiful. We're going to cut this one out. I have my paper snips sitting here a minute ago, over there on the bench. Of course. I moved them again. Well, I didn't actually move them. I did move them. I'm not saying I didn't. I did. But I moved them because I wanted to get the new ones out. Look, they got new ones out. I wanted to show you that they come in a little package. They come with a nice little guard on them. So really, really lovely. So the scissors are fantastic, but I just wanted to share that with you because if you're after a nice little pair of paper snips, these are fantastic. Okay, so let's quickly do this. We're going to come in and we're just cutting out the big flower. And it doesn't take really that long to do the big flower by itself. You can even do the little flowers as well if you wanted to. Depends how much paper towel you want to do, like how much toweling you want to do up, or how much layering you want to do up, depending what you're used to calling it. Who used to do paper towel? I used to do a lot of paper towel. Oh my God. Thousands and thousands of cards. But stamping is my passion. I love it. I love stamping. I love watercolouring. Who loves watercolouring? Tell me in the comments, do you love watercolouring? Oh my God. I have got something special coming soon, and you're not going to want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so we've got these little ones here. We're going to use the pink for these. Now, they don't cover, like, you don't have to cover them fully. You can be off-centered a little bit if you wanted to. That's entirely up to you. That one, and that one. Okay, and then we've got a little one over here as well. Where did the little one go? You got two there, two little ones there, and that goes on. You can sort of come in with this one on both. It's fine to do that, and I'm going to do that. There is a little one in the set, but I'm just going to come in like this and do a little bit of colouring over it. And the same with this one. I'm going to come in and just bring it over a little bit on the edge and bring this one over a little bit on the edge. So it sort of doesn't have to be quite neat, you know, because some people go, oh, it's got to be all neat, but it doesn't have to be all neat. Now, with the leaves, where's my stamp set? Oh, right here. I'm just looking, I'm thinking, where's my stamp set? Got the leaves in here. You need the leaves. And I think we'll go with, let's go with the new colour. Let's go with the in colour, the Peaceful Pine. Okay. Now this one here does this flower and those two little ones precisely if you want to do that right in. And you can do it that way as well. So let's just do that so you can sort of see. Oh, really put the, I'm always going to put the lid down because do it up the right way, Therese. Okay, so when you do this one, you line up those little ones and that one, and you'll get them all in there. Okay, so it just darkens it a little bit. And then you got your leaves. Okay. Let's see which one this is going to go on the best. I think that one would be okay. I think I used this one last time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it over the top of my leaves. Okay. Because sometimes this helps you, and it's not going to colour at all, so it helps you place it where you want it, because it's nice and clean. And then I'm just going to pick it up with a bigger block. Okay, that's just a little gold nugget that helps you out if you're not sure that it's going to stretch on your paper, because sometimes it does stretch. These photopolymer ones can stretch. Okay, so I've stamped it up, but I haven't stamped it down heavy all over. So we're going to line these up because they should be all pretty well lined up. They don't actually go right onto center. They, see how I mean, they sort of have this little white piece in there as well, which is really lovely. Sorry about this banner thing that keeps coming up. I don't know what that is. Hi, Brenda. This is one of your favorites that you also commented on, that you wanted, that you love this one, and I had quite a few people comment on this one, so I thought, well, you know what, I think I'll do this one today because I've been busy doing other things this morning. Okay, so grab that ink again, and if it's too dark, you can stamp it off, but we're keeping it as is, and we're lining it up, and we're coming down. It's not going to do the whole lot, as you can see. It leaves some white bits as well, which is really lovely. You don't have to do all the shading. It's doing the shading for you, which is really great. And then you've got this tiny little one here for this leaf here. So we need to pop this little one on now. don't forget about him. He is sitting there and he's coming in here. So very, very cute. Now, if you want to add some extra colour on this, you can do that now with your blends, or you can come in with the stamp in another colour. And I'll show you a card I did, well, this one I just did with the Golden Glow. Is that what it's called, the new one? The new in colour, Golden Glow. I did this earlier, and then I just brought in the Hydrangea Hues on this one. So, and I did this with blends, okay? I did this one with blends. So it looks lovely. So this one's a softer one, like we want a softer feel about it. So I'm going to get this, and I'm going to get the Hydrangea Hue, and I'm going to ink it up, but I'm going to do a little stamp off. Where's that scrap that I had earlier? Probably, well, this one will do. Okay, so I'm going to come off with it a little bit because I don't want it really, really dark like that. And I'm going to twist this around. So it's going to come in on a little bit of the white as well. Okay, so I've twisted it around so you get the two colours on there. It's very dainty and very beautiful. If you want it, once you've got the colour on there, if you want to darken it with your blends, because you've got a bit of a guideline now, and you can come in with your light blend. Just going to move that out of the way. So light one. And you can actually come in and do a little bit of blending with the, if you want it a bit darker and a bit more bold. But you know where you're going because you can sort of see. Okay, because it's got the tiny little bits of colour on it, which means you don't have to colour at all, which is fantastic. So you can just add the colour as you can see around here. Because we twisted it around a little bit, it gives you a different effect of where it's going to come in. And you don't have to do the whole lot. You can leave a little bit white still. Okay, so that you've got that white effect. And you can come in around these little bits here if you want to. Just darken these bits up a little bit. And don't be too worried that you're not getting it right on the lines or something like that. Like, don't be too fussy about it. Just colour it nice, quickly. Don't have to do the whole lot. Like I said, you can just do part of, and just add that little bit of colour through there that you want to add. I'm just going to add a little bit up through here. So just how you like to have it. It just brings it out a little bit more. And then we're going to get that Winker Stella. Oh my God. Come on, Winker Stella. And we're going to come in and go over, not all of it, just in places where the white parts are mainly. But if you want to do the whole lot, you can. I'm not saying you can't. It's entirely up to you. Just remember, my idea is just an idea. You can do yours however you want. It's your card. And if you love Winker Stella and you want to cover the whole lot in Winker Stella, you go for it. Okay, just a little bit down here. Now I'm just going to grab my dimensions here. Okay, where's our card that we coloured? Where's our card gone now? Over here. So you can sort of, I'll just hold this up. you can sort of see that you can have it very soft pink, or you can come in with the pink and the hydrangea. It's just entirely up to you on what you want to do. You can even add some on here if you want to, or you can leave it. So it's just entirely up to what you want to do. So I'm just going to measure this card to make sure that we've got it the right measurement at the moment, because I can't remember if I cut it the right way. So it's, this one's 13.5 by 10. So it needs to be cut off at 9.5. So let's just trim this down to 9.5 before we start anything more. 9.5. And it should be 13.5, which it is. Okay. Lucky I had that big gap up the top, because I didn't think about checking that before I come in. So now you can, before you put this one on, there's a beautiful stamp set and it's got like writing on it. And it also has like, let me have a look. You can sort of see which way the writing goes. So we're going to come in with the nice soft pink again. And we're going to do this through the flower. So this is going to give it a bit of a background as well. So you're sort of going to come through. It makes it very elegant when you do something like this, and you can come over your colouring. It won't affect it at all. Okay, so absolutely lovely. And then we're going to do some up here too. So I love that you can add texture to it. I don't know if you can see it, but hopefully you can see the writing on there. Hi Lillian, I just saw your name pop up too. Good to see you. Okay, so we've done our leaves, we've done our flowers, we've done a little bit of pink outside the border, which you can do if you want to, because that always looks amazing. And I'm just going to do that again on here, just to just on the outer edge of the top. It's like you're going out of the lines a little bit, just to give it a little bit of dimension for when we do the 3D part. Okay, so once you get that happening, grab your bone folder and really give this a beautiful loosen. What you're doing here is just loosening up the fibers in the card so it sits lovely when you toll it up. Okay, so when you're tolling, don't put your dimensions all around the outer edge, because then that way it's not going to roll into place. You need to sort of bring them closer to the center and not around the edge. Okay, so 4's ample, but if you bring them around here, you're going to flatten all that out, and then when you've actually curled it, it's not going to curl. It's going to stay flat. So remember to put your dimensions just 4 into this, towards the center. Okay, and then this will go down over the top of this, and you sort of have that on an angle a little bit, just down away from it a little bit, so you sort of get that lining here. You can do the flowers like I said if you want to. That's entirely up to you. Now the next step, we're going to go a little bit over time, sorry about that. Just seems to be not working half an hour. I'm a bit slower. I've just got to get my silicone craft sheet. I've got it all washed over here, ready to go. I was using it this morning and I thought, I'm going to wash that, which I did. And I left it over the other side. That's what happens when you have a big craft room. Don't worry, I never used to. Used to have a little tiny room. Okay, so get your Seal Plus. I loved working on this craft sheet because so you can avoid breaking your seal, run it on your craft sheet. Make sure that it's running, okay? And then you can come down and add a tiny thin layer where you want it. You don't have to do thick lines. You just do thin lines if you want to. And then you're going to get your foil and you're going to rub that. Oh, I just did it on the wrong way, didn't I? Just did it the wrong way. When you're doing this, shiny side up. Shiny side up, Teresa. So let's go do that again. You didn't see that little mistake, did you? No. Just keep thinking I've got to put it down because of the, that's what we have to do with the hot foil. But when you're doing it on your dies, you definitely need to do it the other way. Like you need to put the colour on first. But this way, you do it this way because the paper is underneath. So you can sort of see you're getting that beautiful edge, and you can do as much or as little as you want on here. Rub it on and peel it off. Now, if you want to just do it a little bit, just do a little bit. You will see that you'll just get little bits if you just do little bits. Okay, so just do it where you want to do it. The only thing that you really have to make sure of is that you cover all your seal. Make sure that it's all covered with the foil, okay? Because if not, it's going to be sticky, and you don't want it sticky. Okay, so make sure that you have it all covered with the seal, with the foil over the seal. Get that right. Okay, so you can sort of see I've added a lot more on there because there was a lot more on there that I hadn't covered. Just make sure that you really press hard and you get it all, okay? Because that's the one thing that you need to do so that it doesn't, so it's not sticky. Okay, once you've done that, then you can just place it onto your card, and we've got the beautiful hydrangea hue here, and we're going to put this on here. So I'm just going to use some glue, or you can use your seal, whichever way you, whatever you like, you can use. You can put a map behind it if you want to. It's entirely up to you. Now the other one I cut 10 by 14 because I didn't want a very big border on the first one that I did. But this one I've just done a bit more. Now I can feel that that's just sticky there, so shiny side it up. Just turn it around and just come in and make sure that you have got all that sticky bit. Okay, so that's all you need to do is make sure that you've got all that sticky bit. Okay, so that's what I sort of did. So I'm going to show you the card that I did first. Oh, sorry, guys. Oh, and I put a ribbon bow on this one. So that was the one I did with the bow. And that's the one I've just done with the... So you'll never get two the same, so please don't think, oh, I've got to do it exactly like Teresa, because you won't. It depends where you actually put the seal. It won't work out like, you can't just go, oh, that's going to work that way. I want to have it perfect like Teresa. It's not going to happen, okay? It really isn't. I'm just going to come down for 1 minute because I just want to go through quickly with your thread, because you're going to do a bow. Just do a double. I think I used a different colour last time, but that's all right. We can use whatever colour's sitting in front of you. Turn this around, make it into like a bow. Okay, I'm going to do it again. The finger didn't want to work that time. Okay, around we go. Hold it, Teresa. Around and up through. Oh my God. When people used to say to me, Teresa, can you do my bow? Because I can't do it. I used to think, yes, you can. Now, I'm not going to ever say that again. Okay, so now we've got that beautiful double bow there. Where's my card? Over here. And you can just place this in where you want to place it. Okay, so I'm just going to place it sort of over here. And I'm just going to use a silicone glue dot. Now guys, I am excited that this is all come together lovely, because you never know what you're going to get when you're using your seal. You just got to play around with it, unfortunately. You can't sort of say, oh, I want this or I want that, because it's not going to work that way for you. I'm telling you now, you're going to have a play, because it just depends how you put it on. So don't get disheartened if it looks very different. Just go with it, because that's your creation. So that's the nicest thing about it, is to be happy with whatever you make. And you can add some Wink Stella now to the bottom ones here as well. I didn't want to do that to start off with, because we were playing around with it still. So, and if you want to, you can add some colour into that as well. So you can just grab the light pen and you can add a little bit of, is this the light one? Yes, I just want the fine end. So you can just come in and just add a little bit of colour into these. You don't have to add much, okay? Just a little tiny little bit. You add too much, you can spoil it. You don't want to add too much to it. And just dip, dip, dip. Those little black lines that you've got on there, they're a fantastic little guideline that you can come and use. And that will give you enough of that colour. Okay. So, we'll come back up and say thank you for watching me today. Well, and I hope you, doesn't look beautiful with the little bow and everything on it. So just each one will look different, okay? This one I've actually put one of the hot foil words on it that I had done the other day. It says sending bunch of love, and this one I haven't got anything on at the moment because I didn't put anything on, but I've got words there to put on it. So I hope you enjoyed today. God bless you all, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye for now.